and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick, with the City of Hampton's Communications and Marketing Department. And today we're going to take a look at some educational opportunities that may not come to your mind if you have a high school student who is trying to figure out what kind of career he or she wants. My guest is Debbie McHugh. Welcome.
Thank you.
And you coordinate career and technical programs and recruit for the New Horizons program. Explain to us a little bit what this is.
New Horizons Regional Education Center it's a regional education center for various trades. We serve all 21 high schools and 6 different school districts. We have 24 different programs. What we do is we go out to the 10th grade classes in all the schools, and we, like Hampton, Newport News, Williamsburg, James City County, Gloucester, Poquoson, York, and we invite students to come to New Horizons in like automotive technology, welding, HVAC, carpentry, robotics. We have culinary arts, we have medical, we have EMT, firefighter, cosmetology, nursing. We have a wide variety, pharmacy tech. We have a wide variety of programs, and veterinarian assistant, just a number of programs that people may not think about, but it's a great stepping stone for your future.
It absolutely is, and I will say we're on your campus on Butler Farm in Hampton, but you have another campus, and the programs are kind of spread out among the 2 places.
We do have two campuses. We have, the Woodside Lane campus, and they have like 9 programs there, and some are duplicate. Like we have criminal justice and
is popular programs, maybe.
Yeah, and students, when they apply in their 10th grade year. We come around, they go talk to their counselor, and then we accept so many students in each program, and they start in the fall of their junior year. They come every day, Monday through Friday, either 7:40 a.m. till 10 a.m. or 12:15 to 2:35. So there's a lot of opportunity. They can still participate in sports, clubs, organization at their home school, come to New Horizons, pick up a skill, use it as a stepping stone for the future. We encourage all students to further their education in whatever the trade is.
Now, some of these programs are so specialized, either with equipment or training, that they can't effectively offer them at the individual schools, and that's why this regional partnership exists. You can't have welding in every high school.
Right.
Yeah, it's just not practical. But the other thing is, people my age and older might think of the old vocational programs as really that sort of hands-on trade. And if you look around at the equipment behind me and some of the other things, these are also very, very technical programs. I mean, these are not, cutting and sawing, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's there's a very high skill level here.
Well, and that's the difference, is that, you still have to learn the basics, the foundations. You have to learn hands-on. And most of the students come here is because they want the hands-on. But they also learn the theory, and it is high-tech, and a lot of electronics is involved in a lot of things today.
Well, auto engine repair, for example, in my day, it didn't involve learning about computers. It was an engine with moving parts, but now there's so much more to it.
Yeah, and also we have all the major manufacturers donate vehicles to us so that we have current vehicles. Usually, right now we have year 2012 on up, so that students understand the whole process. And we also teach them about alternative fuels as well. And that's used as alternative fuels. We have electricity, renewable energy, our program that is talking about renewable energy for the future, which we need, like wind turbines and so there is solar energy, and there's a lot involved in New Horizons, and it is more high-tech. So you have to have a certain math level, because math is very important. We stress that all the time. It doesn't matter what you do, you have to use math.
You need to be able to, multiply fractions and measure and all that kind of stuff. It's
And reading. We always say to students, read whatever you want to read. If you like reading magazines about, robots, do that. We have a robotics class. You can learn all about robots, participate in that. So there's a lot of opportunity here for students, and they can take like one course one year. They could take HVAC one year, and then is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. They can take that one year. They get their EPA certification and their universal card that they need to go to work in industry. Then they could take their senior year, they could take something like electricity, renewable energy, or they could take robotics or carpentry or any of our one-year program. We have a young lady who took certified nursing assistant one year, and this year she's taking veterinarian assistant. Totally two different courses, but something she was interested in. She has her CNA as a certified nurse's aide. She can go out and work as a nurse's aide, or she can work in a veterinarian's office. She plans on going to college. But even our trades, we encourage students to further education. We have a lot of dual enrollment courses. Our automotive technology, we have like 17 college credits that you can get for taking the 2-year program if we're dual enrolled with Thomas Nelson. We also we have a lot of businesses in the area that will pay for the students to further their education. We have welding, they get their AWS, which is American Welding Society certification. So they come out with certifications. We have a career day in the fall. We had 40 businesses here this year, like Liebherr America, the shipyard, a number of other businesses.
So it isn't just the education, it's making those connections and the mentorships and the other things that are involved in getting a job.
Right, and we do have job shadowing for a number of our programs, and we have clinicals, and we also have summer mentorship program. We also have another program called Hampton Roads Public Works Academy, and the students in the manufacturing field in the fall can apply, but only 20 students are selected, and they're guaranteed paid positions with the cities like Newport News, Hampton, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, and also HRSD. And those students, when they graduate after 2 years, they have a certificate of completion. They've learned about different trades and different careers within the city that people may not think about. And then they can work full-time, they get preference, or they can continue their education, but they have those skills.
Well, now, if I'm a parent watching this and I think to myself, my student might be interested in something like this, what inside tips do you have for where the best jobs are, where businesses locally or regionally need people?
Well, as far as businesses that need people, of course we have Newport News Shipbuilding, which is our largest employer on the peninsula. They need all types of trades. Okay, computer network, they need IT people. So, there's opportunity there. What I would recommend, they need people. Also, Canon is looking for employees.
Again, it's a high tech. You've got to have so many skills going in. It's not like working on an old style assembly line.
Right, exactly. And a lot of it's electronics. So we have, electricity and renewable energy. We have robotics and electronics. Those are two great programs that you might want to take. But really, any of the programs here would help you with any of the industries in this area. Not only that, the dealerships in this area, they hire a lot of our students and pay for their education.
Dealerships, you're talking
car dealerships,
mechanics.
Yes, we do.
As well. So are there any trades or topics that people maybe don't think about where you have employers saying, hey, give me some more students?
Oh, we always have HVAC, we have automotive, carpentry. Carpentry used to have more because of the industry. Now it is down. There hasn't been a lot of houses. However,
it's going to pick back up.
It will.
Optimistic.
Yes, and I think it will. But in the meantime, even if a student has that skill, they can work on the side, doing, building things like benches, picnic tables. This time of year, it's summertime. Combine that with maybe a landscaping business. That's a good trade for a student. A lot of money in that. People don't realize that.
Well, so Debbie, if I want to get more information, I'm a parent out there watching, I'm nudging my high school kid in a direction, any direction, what would I do? You can go to our website, which is nhrec.org. You can call the school, which is 766-1100, and just say, I would like to come over for a tour. We'd be happy to give you a tour. You can talk to your guidance counselor. The guidance counselors have program guides that they're willing to give to students. And if you want us to come out and give a presentation, we'd be happy to. Well, thank you. And before we close all the way, you and I are going to break, but okay, we're going to bring a student back here because I think sometimes it's for students or for parents, it really helps to hear that firsthand knowledge. So we're going to bring a student back. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and I want to introduce you to Colin Law. He's a Bethel student and a student here at New Horizons in welding. Hello. What made you choose welding?
Well, it was really an influenced decision by my parents. I didn't know much.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, really. I didn't know much about it going into this field, and then kind of learned everything as I went.
But you kind of knew you were not on the college track and you were looking for career and technical skills.
I wanted to go for automotive and ended up...
Also a good field, could have ended up here with that.
Yep, and ended up choosing welding, and it's been a great decision. I'm very happy I made it.
What do you like about welding?
I like that it's kind of all up to you. You decide how your day's going to go, how your beads are going to run. Because you don't want it to look out of place or concave or even convex. You kind of want a perfect median.
You sound like you really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, we've been practicing for a while.
And you started as a junior in this program, so you've been in for 2 years. When you graduate, what certification or skill level, what will you have to show your employer?
I will have an AWS certification from the American Welding Society.
Okay.
A NOCTI certification, which I got last year, so I already had that. I'll have a 2-year, 1,080 hours from this school alone, and I'll even have a OSHA 10-hour program that we did online as extra. Wow. Yeah, so 4 certifications. And
you actually already are working in the welding field, right?
Yes, actually just recently got a job through my welding teacher and this school. I couldn't have done it without this program.
But to have that, you know, like to know that you're set, because I mean, I know kids your age and they're all like, don't ask me what I'm doing after graduation. It's still up in the air or people aren't sure. You're like gonna cruise through this last month and a half because you're kind of set.
Yeah, I kind of have a game plan already, and networking, going to American Welding Society meetings has been great for me. I've met a lot of great people and people high up in the welding field and the shipyards and the local, you know, welding shops. I couldn't have done it without this school.
That's wonderful. So what advice do you have? Like looking back at your younger 10th grade self, what would you say to kids who aren't sure, you know, exactly what they want to do?
Well, I would say if they're questioning college, that New Horizons is a great way to go. They have a number of different career paths you could choose from and learn a field. I mean, there's welding, there's auto body, there's carpentry, you know, they have dental assistant. I mean, there's just a whole number of options out there. And, you know, you ought to start thinking about it. College isn't for everybody. Not saying it wasn't for me, I could have chosen that path, but, you know, I wanted to do a little more hands-on technical work.
Okay, well, Colin, thank you for talking with us today. And thank you for watching Round Robin.